From the Fox 5 studios, this is Good Day Atlanta.
7:17 your time. Coming up next on Good Day, daylight saving is back in effect, and our own Cheryly White is keeping track of time.
Good morning. Hey, I hope you remembered to spring forward over the weekend. How would you like to change over 900 clocks? I'm at the World of Clocks, and I'm going to help them do it inside coming up.
Most of us probably spent some time this weekend turning the clocks forward an hour for daylight saving. So imagine how long it's going to take the folks at Champs World of Clocks. Fox 5's Cheryly White is live in Douglasville this morning, ready and willing to help. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, Suchita. Yeah, they have over 900 clocks in here, and they have to manually reset every single one of them. Can you imagine that? Come along with me, because this place is so impressive. Look at all of these grandfather clocks. I mean, they have, they're probably 8-9 feet tall, some of them, and they actually have the last ones to come off of the assembly line of a couple of big clock manufacturers. So they have some very unique items. And then back against the back wall, check it out. This is the wall of Cuckoo clocks. And you know, I'm learning a lot about Cuckoo clocks this morning, because they're not all created equal. If they have the name Cuckoo clock, they have to follow some pretty strict guidelines to get that designation. So take a look. We're going to have to reset every single one of these clocks this morning before 9 a.m. It's a big job, but I'm up to it, guys. We can handle it.
All right. Good luck with that, Cheryl. You might have to be there longer than 9.
Hey, Suchita, I can't wait to show you some of the animation, some of the things these Cuckoo clocks do.
Neat.
They're very impressive.
Oh, cool.
They have little shows they put on.
We're looking forward to it. Thanks, Jeff. If you didn't turn your clock forward for daylight saving time this weekend, you're probably late for work. The folks at Champs World of Clocks got to work early this morning, but that's because they haven't even started changing their clocks. Fox 5 Cheryly White is live there this morning to lend a helping hand. Over 900 clocks, you say, Cheryl?
Yeah, they actually almost 1,000 clocks here at World of Clocks in Douglasville. I know you're getting a look at just some of the Cuckoo clocks. And I wanted to show you this one, Suchita, because it's really sweet. It's kind of romantic. Take a look at the couple here.
Aww.
Oh, they share a little smooch there. I love that one. And then there's another one, too. There you go, right around this way. I wanted to show you, because it's kind of got a more whimsical aspect to it, because the beer maid is coming out to serve a couple of steins there at the beer garden. And then those folks up at the top, I think they already had a few, because they're whirling around a little bit, having a good time dancing there on the balcony. And do you see the wheel, the water wheel was going around too. I mean, some of the workmanship in these, it's so intricate, and they're all different. But again, in order to be called a Cuckoo clock, they have to meet some guidelines. And I'm going to show you one that is going to blow you away in just a few minutes. But right now, as I promised, we are going to get a lesson on how to reset your grandfather clock. And this is Jeff Champion. And Jeff, good morning.
How are you?
Very good. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Glad to be here. We love it.
Now, you were telling me there are some specific things you should do when you reset a grandfather clock, because you can't just go in and move one hand or the other. It's a very precise process, right?
That's right. In the morning, or whenever you have to change your time forward, like for our spring forward event, you just go forward and stop at each quarter using your minute hand. When you're springing forward, you let it chime. You go to the next quarter, let it chime, and so on and so forth till you get an hour ahead. The important thing is not to move the hour hand, just the minute hand, because we get so many calls every time the time changes. People will come in and move this hand, and you're just out. The clock's still going to strike 7 times no matter what that hand's pointing to.
All right, now can I try it?
Sure.
May I try it? Okay, so this is the one.
Yep.
And I just move it forward.
Till you hear it click. There you go.
Okay, now in a couple of seconds.
Once it finishes chiming, then you can continue forward.
I'm going to let it, let's see.
One more time.
Okay, let's see if we can hear it. And when it finishes, then you can move it ahead and set it to the correct time.
Go on to the exact time here.
Okay,
Good.
so you just have to make sure that if you do have a grandfather clock, you move the long hand, not the short hand. Okay, good to know, because you guys will get how many calls?
Oh, we'll get 100. I just heard one coming in. But we try to help people when this occurs. You know, we'll talk them through it over the phone, and that saves them a service call anyway. So.
All right, well, thanks so much, Jeff. We're going to check in with you in a couple of minutes, because, again, there is the most impressive cuckoo clock you have ever seen in your life in just the other room. I'll show it to you coming up.
Great, looking forward to it. Cheryl, just incidentally, cuckoo clocks, do they come from Germany, or is it a Swiss tradition? Okay, Germany.
Cuckoo clocks must come from Germany, right?
That's right. The cuckoo clock is from Germany, from the Black Forest, and it's made of the Black Forest trees.
Okay, so it has to follow those guidelines to be a true cuckoo clock, Suchitha.
Okay, good information. Thanks, Cheryl.
You bet.
Time was ticking faster than usual this weekend as the clocks turned forward for daylight saving. But the folks at the Champs World of Clocks haven't even begun the task of changing the hundreds of hands on their clocks. Fox 5 Cheryl White is there to help them out this morning. Cheryl, you giving them a hand?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm lending my two hands to the cause. This one is quite a bit off. It might take me a minute. Oh, I think I'll come back to that one. That's two. Yeah, I kind of fell down on my responsibilities here. But I'm going to come down and talk with Jeff again. Jeff Champion at World of Clocks. And Jeff, you guys have been around a really long time, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been here since '67.
And was it your dad that started it?
He was called Champ at the City of Atlanta Fire Department when he worked down there, so they named it Champ's Clock. But it's and we've kind of been going by that for years now. But it is truly a world of clocks.
It is that. Tell me about this one, because it's very impressive.
Yeah, this is a Gazo. Excuse me. That was made back in California. I mean, you wouldn't expect that to be carved out in California, but this one also uses an 11 tubular bell movement. I mean, the most tubes you normally find in a clock are going to be about 9. This one uses 11, which is totally unique.
Okay, let's listen. Oh, that's beautiful. So you guys really seem to specialize in unique clocks. Because I know in speaking with you, you're telling me, oh, this one's different because, and this one?
Yeah, one of a kinds, first of a kind, last of a kind.
Oh, speaking of last of a kind, let's go over this way and take a look at these in the corner, because if I'm right, these two were the last of their kind, correct?
Well, this particular clock right here is a Hershey. They had been in business for 99 and a half years. And after all that time, this was the very last 100% American-made clock, all hand-engraved, dial, hand-cut out, tubes, weights, everything made in the United States. And after all that time, you lose something, and that's why it's $100,000 too. So.
Wow, $100,000. Here, Blaze, I'll let you get in there. And the clocks, some of them have a pretty hefty price tag, but Jeff, not all of them do. I'm going to scoot across here, Blaze. You have clocks in various price ranges.
Well, we specialize in giving the best deal possible. I mean, we're geared for high volume sales, which we haven't had as much of, but you can get a lot of clock for $1,000, $1,500, $2,500, you know, or a small clock for as little as maybe $10. We carry something because when people come in here, the excitement is they want to leave with something. Even if it's a little $6 trinket, you know, they say, well, we got this out at Champs. So.
Well, this one is also a limited edition, one of a kind. Jeff, why don't you step over on this side with me so Blaze can take a picture of that. But now, what happens if you buy one of these exquisite pieces? I don't think I would want to take this home myself and set it up.
Well, I do it personally. It's, I mean, you can hire somebody to come out and help you, you know, to go out and do the setups for you. But if I deliver it, I know that it's being set up properly, and the customer is going to get the best quality service that there is.
Right. So, I mean, that would give me peace of mind if you set it up for me, because I would not even know where to begin. These are gorgeous. And here's a huge cuckoo clock. Guys, we've been talking about showing you the world's largest true cuckoo clock. And this one you're looking at is gigantic, but that's not the one. We'll be back and show you the world's largest true cuckoo clock in just a few minutes.
All right. Looking forward to it, Cheryl. Thank you.